Hello, Odd Job Doer here. And, there's nothing better than doing some odd jobs and installs and coming home from a hard day's work than munching down on some good old kimchi, right? But what do you do when you're out of kimchi and the kimchi store is closed? Well, this is something to do. So, this right here is a kit. Um, Mother-in-law's kimchi do-it-yourself kit. And, now, I don't know about my mother-in-law, but I don't think that she did kimchi. I don't have a mother-in-law. Um, so someone's mother-in-law, maybe Korean, who knows, did kimchi and made these little kits up here. You chop fresh vegetables, you brine with salt, you mix with seasonings, and you ferment it. And enjoy in this jar, which is right there, right? See that jar there? There's even a thing on top there to put the dates on. Right? Eat your daily probiotics. Probiotics. So, what this kit comes with, jar, comes with this here fish sauce, a kg oat, Korean fish sauce, and some of this here's mother-in-law's gochugaru. I'm not Korean, as you can probably tell. Chili flakes, though. Special blend here. And this nice advertisement here, which on the back side is your recipes. And so what we got here, we're doing the green cabbage mac everyday kimchi. And so what we need here is a 1 head, which is 2 to 2.5 pounds of Napa cabbage or green cabbage. And we got that right there. And then we got some 2 tablespoons of kosher salt. We got that on standby. 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. We'll get that going. 1 teaspoon of peeled finely fresh ginger. Okay, we have a little nub of ginger. 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Omit if you're a vegan. I got the fish sauce. Well, I will be throwing that in and see how it turns out. 1 teaspoon of sugar. We got that on standby. 3 tablespoons of the Korean chili pepper flakes. The gochuragura. Anyways, 3 tablespoons of that. Right there. And then after you open that up, they want you to put it in, seal it tightly and put it in the fridge to keep it fresh. This kit, I believe, makes 4 quarts. 4 quarts, I believe it says, somewhere in there. And then, anyways, back to the ingredients. We got the 4 green onions, green parts only, which I thought was kind of interesting. But we got them right there on standby. And what else we got here? 1/4 cup of yellow onions, thinly sliced. We have some diced ones, so we'll see how that works out. So, step 1 we got in a large bowl. You mix the cabbage with the salt and set aside for about 50 minutes. Drain the cabbage in a colander, lightly rinse, remove trace salt, blah blah. 15 minutes. Okay. So, first things first, cabbage needs to be chopped. So I got the handy cam here. We'll just kind of sit you guys right in here so you can see what's going on, maybe. Alright, you comfortable there? And we'll get me some of this chopping skills here. So they want a 1 inch by 2 inch. Got the nagari here. Nagari? Nakairi. Japanese vegetable knife, basically. So we got basically 1 inch across there, and I'll do 2 inches or so here. Probably just roughly chop. That does it for that. And we've got this here too. So I'll be hacking this one in half without hacking fingers, because this is a sharp knife, folks. It can tackle a head of cabbage like no one's business, especially if someone didn't work all day and is not tired. Alright. Cabbage everywhere. Now this corn husk here at the bottom, I don't think I want that, so I'm just kind of, let's see, cut that rib off there, here, and get rid of it, kind of like so. Same in here, and something that's not going to cut my thumb off. There. cord out. It goes over there for now. That goes right here. And we're back to chopping. Something like that. Like that. I don't know. You guys like knives out there? You guys cook at all? What kind of knife do you like? I mean, they got, you know, the versatile chef knife, which covers them all, I think. But people like buying knives. You know, I like this knife right now. Right. Now then, I know the next step is to put this in a bowl. I'm using a stainless steel bowl. Clean. Everything's clean. The chopping board's clean. The jar's not clean yet, but I'll be doing that soon enough. And get this in here. Now I'm wondering if I have too much cabbage. Set it over yonder and make this guy here sad. Alright, in the bowl you go. And same thing. Got this core thing here. I'm going to start up here. Just give it one of these here. Rotate around. Give it some of this here. Making sure everything's controlled. And there, no fingers lost in this operation. There. Get that guy out of here. And this nice backbone here of the cabbage, I'm going to send that away too. If I had a rabbit, I'd give it to a rabbit. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Inches. And 2 inches about. In the bowl here. Which my bowl's almost filled. Some of these chunky spots will go away. Some of them end up on the floor. Imagine that. Alright, 2 inches. And wipey. No choppy. There. So we got that there going. Next, what happens with this is salt. Nice amount of salt to it. So 2 tablespoons of salt, and then I'm going to mix it by hand. Alright, get some salt on there. Salt likes to bring out moisture and turn things to interesting consistencies. Right? So we got that going. I should have used a bigger bowl. Hold on. Alright, a bigger bowl. So, 2nd tablespoon of salt kind of mix in. Like so. And mandible, eh? Mandible? Let's get this in here. This right here, we're going to just toss it up. Just spin it around. Try to get in there good. And get everything coated with that salt. You know, flip it around, break up the chunks of the cabbage. If you find something really chunky, do something like that maybe to it. Or just toss it out even. I'm thinking that I have more than enough for that jar, so these chunks from the core are going to go bye-bye. Maybe not all of them though. Maybe leave some in there, like this guy here, just destroy a little bit better. Mixing the cabbage. Okay, so this right here is probably well tossed, and we set this aside, which will actually be just right here for 50 minutes. Alright. Anything else in there needs to be messed with? Nice cabbage. Wipe that salt off. There. Okay, 50 minutes. Salty. Alright, so while we're waiting on this cabbage to do its thing here, no sense in waiting around and doing nothing. So I'll take the green onion over to the chopping board, and we'll prep the rest of the ingredients here, kind of. So we've got the green onions, 4 of them here, about, and they just want the green part at the top. And cut into about, 2-inch pieces. So, go ahead and set you guys back down here. Like so, maybe. And I'll get to chopping here. Just 2 inches or so. And I'm not going to cut every one. Well, maybe I will. Just kidding. I'm not going to aim cut every one. But you can certainly do a group. Getting sloppy with my 2 inches. They don't want any white pieces for some reason. So maybe they don't want this. I'm gonna throw it in there anyways, though. This stuff here, and I'll take a little bag and save these white pieces for later. So get some of that stuff there. You go over there. Keeping safe. Not hacking fingers off. Sharp knife, that's for sure. Okay, so we got a pile here of our green onion stalks. I don't know, I'll put these little niblets in there. Those right there, that up there. Next we're going to do with is the ginger. See, we got a nub of ginger here, you see that? Yeah, too close. And what we do with this thing here, we don't want the skin, and this is definitely more than a teaspoon's worth, but I will attempt to shave off the skin ever so fine. Sharp knives come in handy for this kind of stuff, for sure. The other thing that would come in handy would be a microplane, or a, just kidding, a ginger grater. Ginger grater? Yeah, I think that's what it is. But, and I have both. Trust me, I do. I just don't have both right here to use. So, there, we got some nice ginger. Careful with that blade. And we're going to do it like this. How much do we need? A teaspoon. So I need a little bit more off of here. Okay. And I'm going to hack it. Like so. Got a teaspoon? Pretty close. Maybe not. But I have a teaspoon ready to measure it out. So this thing here now, I'm just going to start, chopping like so. Turn it over, maybe chop this way some. And all you want is it, finely minced up, chopped. Well, you want it grated, but today's show is not going to happen with a grater because that's gone somewhere. Keeping your, dirty spots out of your clean ginger. Okay. We've made a rough chop. Now I'm just going to size it up here. Yeah, I'm going to size it up. I'm going to shove off to the side instead. Alright. Okay. Next thing we wanted was 2 cloves of garlic. Alright, and that I don't have cleaned yet. So, here we go here. Garlic, comes in a... No, not 2 cloves. 2 teaspoons of garlic. So, these cloves, to me, seem small. I'll give them a quick little rinse off here, just to get any preservatives off if there is any. And you know, they come with like little pooper ends still attached. You see that? I'm gonna chop that thing off. Alright, so we got ones. Nope, that's not very safe. Don't do that. Don't hack at home. And one more here. Okay. And I want this stuff minced. And you know what I'll do? I'm going to do like this thing here. You know, you got this flat blade here, put it down here, smash it. Some people pound it. I worry about that. I don't want to pound and have the knife, you know, knife turn up on like that and chop my fist in half. There, something like that though. Smash them down, and then we can, you know, do some chopping action here. Mincing. Get off there. Okay, so that guy's fine. Do these other guys over here, and we will move on to the something else. I believe that's all the prepared ingredients. So while I chop this a little bit more and definitely chop up that ginger a little bit more, I'll let you guys take a brief pause here. Alright, so in here it's hard to see, but we have our 1 teaspoon of sugar. And now we're going to mix in our teaspoon of ginger, our 2 teaspoons of garlic, fish sauce, which I believe was 2 tablespoons. If you're using fish sauce, 2 tablespoons. And then our 3 tablespoons of the Korean chili pepper. So, yeah, got that there, put that in there. Right. Assume the position. Okay, so we'll do our, okay, so we have the sugar in there. We'll do our garlic and ginger. Put it in like so. And then our fish sauce, give it a little shake here. 2 tablespoons. Right in there. I am not too sure what you would use if you wanted a vegan option. I mean, this has, I guess, anchovies and salt in it. I think that's the ingredients there. Okay, now this, a tablespoon, give it a little wash here. And dry it off, because we want to use it for the Korean chili flakes. They're blend, right? And there's 3 of these in there. This smells good. 1, 2, 3. And then I squeezed it out of the bag and tighten it down. And I'll put this in the fridge later. 1, 2, 3. And here we go. I'm going to stir this all up. Make a nice little rub out of it. No, paste, I guess. And get it mixed in there, because like really if you didn't have that liquid, I don't know if you'd use water. Maybe there's a tip in the manual on how to do stuff. Alright, my paste is looking like a rub. But the important thing is it's got all mixed up. And I didn't drop on the floor yet. 2 important things. Smells delicious too. You smell that? Of course not. We don't have that in our cameras yet. Some smelling cameras. Alright, so mixed up nice and good. Get out of there. Yeah. Okay, mixed up. Now this here, they want to set for 15 minutes to let those flavors really blend and marry each other. And then, well, looks like I got about 15 minutes left on the cabbage. So I'm going to go play a game or something. Okay, next up we got this here colander, you see, a nice big one. Throw that in the sink, and we're going to dump in our cabbage mixture, which has been sitting around for 50 minutes, my time, right into that colander. And guess what? We're going to turn the waterworks on it and kind of wash off some of the salt, probably a lot of salt. Well, that's what it says to do, some salt. So I'll get some of this here going. Alright. So same thing as before, kind of just get the water running. You know, get like this here. And, you know, break up pieces. And rotate it. Get off there. Rotate once in a while. To the side. And then after this here, you know, after you think you've kind of, you know, washed it down good, then you let this sit for another 15-10 minutes to get, you know, a lot more of the moisture out of it. You don't need this water in there. Okay. So, I'll let this sit eventually. 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to wipe out my bowl. Right, so I've got the large mixing bowl again, and we're adding to it now our yellow onions, quarter cup, that you haven't seen before. I'm saving this here because we'll need this for later. And our chopped up green onion in the big bowl. It's in there. Quit hiding. Okay, and we're putting our paste in there. Paste is going to go in something like this. Anyways, the paste will go in there. And last but not least, our cabbage, which should have been sitting there and is now all dried up. Well, not dried up, still have some dampness to it. Hope that's okay. Get in there, cabbage, especially those good parts. And next what we'll do is I'll put the rest of the paste in here, and I'm going to switch to a probably a wooden spoon. Yeah, I'm going to mix it real good with a wooden spoon. So you see it now? And voila! Mixed greatly. Now, this next step's going to get messy if I'm not careful, but this is where the jar comes in hand. So I've got the jar here. Come on, touch the inside because I already washed it. I washed the outside, I washed the inside real good. Very important. I washed this little thing. Stopper? I don't know. Cork? Fake cork? I forgot what it's called. Anyways, it's clean. Inside out. Pretty much. What's that? Yeah. Now it's clean. So, now what we do is we take this mixture over here and we put it in this jar here. And it looks like it might be too much, but they do stress of packing it down in there. So, get over here. All right, I'll try it this way here first. Let's see here. We got a little scoop here in the jar, right? Another scoop in the jar. Keep everything nice and clean. And There's a little over the side. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is shut the camera and use both hands on this operation. Alright, and this is what we have kind of left over, right? Remember it says 2.5 or 2 to 2.5 pound head. I'm thinking you're good with probably, I don't know, 2.25, if that. And this is what we ended up with, packed in there, right? I started putting it in the bottom, and I started, packing it down with my spoon as I went ahead. Add more, packed it down, add more, packed it down, and got up to the top, and just kept packing and packing and putting it in and packing it. Now, the next step is, they said, is to take your 1/4 cup here, add some water to it, and swoosh it out of this goodness here. But I'm going to do that with removing the cabbage pieces and add that to the top, because I just think that I need to have a little bit thing there, because this thing's going to, they said it expands. And now, I've never had anything blow up, but this is a fermentation process, and that's why you have to have anything so clean inside, because you're fermentating. You don't want anything nasty in there fermentating. But, it said it could expand. Now, this lid, I think, is going to make it so it can, breathe out. And, yeah, I just don't want it any more fuller than this. But I will add a little bit of water to it, because I want, you want to try to keep the top submerged with liquid. So I'm going to kick out the cabbage from here, add the 1/4 cup of water, swoosh it around, and pour it in there. Alright, as you can see, it's pretty full there, eh? Now, because I like to be clean on stuff, I'm going to take this little towel here, a paper napkin, and wipe the outside where some stuff might have dribbled. Right. And I'd like to see more of the stuff down in there, but maybe this is okay. Then we close the lid slowly. Cutting board, safety, right? Right, let's just see what we can do with this thing. Smash, smash, smash. Alright, try this again now. Wait. Paper towel. Clean the lip off again. Slowly. And clean this off now. Okay. So, take 2. Yeah, still dripping. That's fine. You know what? It's okay to make messes. Now, this right here locks on there somehow. There we go. Get you in the action there and... Okay. There. That's done. Now what do we do? We got that in the jar. So I think it's ready to eat now, right? So it says here, let's see, you pack the mixture tightly into the jar, glass jar, pressing down as you fill it. Add a 1/4 cup of the water to the mixing bowl, swirl water around, collect the remaining seasoning paste, and add that to the container. Cover it tightly, which is did. And set aside for 3 days. 3 days? Ugh. I'm hungry now. Anyways, at room temperature. The cabbage will expand as it ferments, so be sure to place the jar on a plate to catch the overflow. Refrigerate and consume within 1 year. Alright, you got all that? Okay, so 3 days. But first I'm going to clean this up, clean this jar up, and show you how I like to put things into fermenting. Alright, so what I'll do with this recipe here is I got this Tupperware tub thing, right? And what we'll be doing is we got a trash bag of sorts. And this is what I like to do with most of my things I ferment, which isn't a whole lot, but I've done like ginger ale at one time. And so I put the bottle of ginger ale in here, in the bag usually by itself. Now this right here, I have the Tupperware thing, and we'll bring over our jar of kimchi, which is all clean for now. Put it right in the middle. And then we'll cover it up with a bag. Probably not tie a knot in it, but I will, do like a twisty wrap here a little bit. And now I hide it so no one can find it for 3 days. And we'll check back on it. Alright, so it's been about a day and a half so far. I want to take a little look in here and see what's going on. Yep, I see a jar. And it's still tightly held. And let's get you in here. Oh, I see some liquid in the jar. So, that means it's doing something in there. And I'll let it continue since it didn't blow up yet. Got another day and a half or so. Alright, so it's been a couple of days now, and we've got this thing here, probably about three and a half days maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and open this bag up and see how it's looking here. So, by golly, looks like there's some kimchi there. And now I'll probably need 2 hands. I'm going to take this jar carefully and move it over to the sink, where I will rinse it off. Because that stuff's been leaking out of it. With some cool water. Alright, and then I will empty that out. I don't think I need that. Yummy. And this will go in... hold on here. Right. So I'll put this back in a little container after I dry it out, and I'll put it in the fridge for at least an hour, and they'll be ready to nibble on finally. Alright, so the moment of truth here. So I've got the kimchi down here. Got a hook thing. I'm going to try to keep this on and open it up with one hand. There might be a little pop. Or not. Yeah. Of course, this jar is made to let pressure out, I'm sure. Oh, and there we got something. Take a whiff. Smells fresh. Yeah, let's dish some of this up here. Just kind of bring it in like so. And put it in here. Like so. Get off there. And I'm supposed to keep this here under any kind of liquid. So I'm going to dig down and get some of this. And we'll give it a little try here. It says it can keep up in the refrigerator for a year, I believe. Right, so now, take this here out. Get this little wipey. I'll wipe it this way. We'll wipe off this lid here. Alright. Wipe a little more. There. Now we'll put this back on, and I don't think it's going to spew forth any more liquids. So I'm just going to put the jar by itself back in the fridge. Dishwasher. Yeah, let's try this out, shall we? Crunchy. A little of a tang. Interesting flavors, yeah. Now, I just gotta go buy some and compare it. But, has some heat to it. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so this kit, let me see. This kit has enough ingredients, I think, besides cabbage and onions and the fresh stuff, the pepper flake and the fish sauce. I think it was gonna make 4 batches, something like that. And so here's batch 1, and I can do more after I get this done. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. If you've done this recipe with this brand, or other recipes that come with this, let me know how they turned out. Maybe I'll try a different recipe. And thanks for watching.